Good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Rama, consultant fertility specialist at Roshni Fertility Center, Visakhapatnam. The topic which I am going to discuss today is about the menstrual cycle. Though it appears easy, it is not so. Let's get the basics right. So there are two events which occur in the menstrual cycle. There are events occurring at the ovarian end, and there are the events occurring at the uterine end. The four phases that occurs at the ovarian end are the follicular phase, and at the uterine end they are the proliferative phase and the secretory phase. The follicular phase produces estrogen, and that has effect on the endometrium and causes the proliferation of the endometrium and the uterus. And luteal phase, there is secretion of progesterone, and it has effect on the endometrium, producing secretory changes. So if you take a cut section of the ovary, it has at any particular time it has different developing the eggs at different stages of development. The first follicle is the primordial follicle. The primordial follicle consists of a primary oocyte with a layer of which is arrested at the meiosis 1 at the diplotin stage, and it has a layer of granulosa cell and a layer of theca cells. Then what happens at puberty? At puberty, the hypothalamo-pituitary ovarian axis become functional, causing the release of GnRH, and this GnRH in turn acts upon the anterior pituitary, causing the release of FSH. As the name signifies, the follicular stimulating hormone acts upon the granulosa cells of the primordial follicle and produces estrogen. And this estrogen has three different effects. It has a positive effect, positive feedback effect, it has a negative feedback effect, and also it acts upon the at the uterine level. So if you take the negative feedback effect, what happens? A group of follicles are recruited at the beginning of the menstrual cycle. So out of which only a single follicle starts developing, and the other follicles, with the decreasing negative feedback of estrogen, the FSH decreases, and this decreasing FSH causes the other follicles to become atrophic. And now coming to the endometrium, the rising estrogen has an effect on the endometrium, causes the proliferation of the endometrial glands and increasing the endometrial thickness from 3 mm to around 12 to 13 mm just before ovulation. And now coming to the positive feedback, what happens is the estrogen has a positive feedback. And what level of estrogen is important? By the time the ovary starts secreting a maximum estrogen level of about 150 to 200 picograms per ml, and this causes a positive feedback on the anterior pituitary to secrete LH, and increasing the LH level is called as LH surge. And rising LH has three different effects. It has its effect on the granulosa cell. The granulosa cells start producing small amounts of progesterone, and this small amount of progesterone produces a small FS surge. It has a positive feedback on FSH. So this small amount of progesterone is already present before ovulation, and this has a positive feedback causing FSH surge, but a maximum LH surge. And if you take the LH level, the main receptors are present in the theca cells, and the LH acts upon the theca cells to produce androgen. And there's a two-cell and two-gonadotropion theory which says that the raised androgens are transported to the granulosa cell, where cyclic AMP is converted into ATP, and that in the presence of aromatase it is converted to estrogen. So this again, the rising estrogen will positively give a positive feedback and increases LH. And within next 36 hours, the oocyte is prepared to ovulate. So the Graafian follicle reaches a maximum size, and there is what is called as a primary oocyte, which is arrested at the level of meiosis 1 at the diplotin stage, now resumes meiosis, and then and becomes a secondary oocyte. So these are all the events that are happening. All these events are happening before ovulation. So this part of the menstrual cycle is called as a follicular phase. The follicular phase is characterized by negative feedback of the increased estrogen, the GnRH pulsatility, raised FSH, then causing estrogen to secrete by the primordial follicle, this has a negative effect and causing the dominant follicle to be selected, and that grows, and then there is a positive feedback on by through LH surge, and LH surge causes the primary oocyte to mature and ovulate and cause the secondary oocyte. So, and simultaneously in the uterus what happens is there is a proliferative phase, and the endometrial thickness increases in its size from 3 mm to around 13 to 14 mm. So with this I have covered all the first part of the menstrual cycle. Tomorrow let's discuss about the second part of menstrual cycle, that's the luteal phase. Bye and thank you for patiently listening.